Haynes King and Georgia Tech just pulled off the unthinkable, beating a top 10 team in Florida State. They haven't done this in over a decade, or just under a decade, I guess I should say. I believe 2015 was when they did it last. But this is a massive game, a massive statement to open up this season. Not only will it help them bring in more recruits for 2025, but also it's telling the world, or the NCAA, that, hey, don't mess with us, man. We are better than a lot of people think, and they showcase that in this game, man. Haynes King looks really, really good. The offensive line for Georgia Tech looked insane, and what I wanted to do in this video was kind of break down what I saw from Georgia Tech. Now, before we break down the film and get into the video, comment down below a record prediction for Georgia Tech, and how do you feel about this game? Give me a letter grade. Where do they need to improve? And how do you feel? With that being said, let's dive into Georgia Tech. Not even stealing. They won this game fair and square. They did a really good job. Let's dive right in. Now, one player I was truly impressed with, and this is a guy I could see being an NFL type of talent. You talk about Jamal Hayes. This is a guy who looked really good last season and started off week 0 with a bang. 11 carries, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, while averaging 6.8 yards on the ground. Now, on this first play, we got some pre-snap motion here by the wide receiver, and we can tell it is man-to-man because this guy actually follows him alongside to the other side of the formation. Now, I want to give a big shout out to the offensive line on this play specifically, because the first thing we notice is we're going to see our tackles kind of open the hips and block to the outside, opening up a massive hole up the middle. The interior guys all zone block to the left, while the right tackle actually stays on the right side here and opens up these hips and turns his body, right? We're going to see this tackle here open up them hips. This guy open up his hips. Now we got a lane, right? All these guys getting this direction, and now Hayes has an opportunity to either pick this hole or just get up the middle and use that burst of speed that he's used for, the entirety of his career. And again, right, this dude is so elusive, gets in and out of his cuts so quickly, and starts off the game with the nice little carry. But it wasn't just this one. He did this all game long and was a major factor of what this team tried to do. Now, I do want to apologize, guys, because with NCAA, I have to pause it a ton because they will copyright the video. So I know a lot of you guys will be like, oh, why are you pausing so much? Why are you pausing so much? I literally have to. So keep that in mind. But a great play here, and let's get to the next one. All right, here we go. Another play that I like. Again, get this pre-snap motion from left to right. First thing we notice, this is zone coverage. Nobody crosses the formation to follow him. So now we have a linebacker into the mix. So yes, he is a good tackler, but the speed difference from a linebacker to a DB is probably very, very high here. Just want to get a quick little screen pass out to our wide receiver. I want to give a big shout out once again to these offensive linemen, man, just getting out in front, making things happen, and giving their playmakers a chance to really make things happen with the football in their hands. And then again, the speed that you could just see with your eye. The eye test is really just the thing here with Georgia Tech, man. They're quick, they're elusive, they know how to break tackles, and they fight, man. They do not care who's in front of them. They're going to make a play every single time they touch this football. And that was another one, man. I thought the offensive line did amazing in this game, specifically just opening up holes and, again, allowing these guys to just be playmakers. And some really good blocks here. And again, the speed. Look at big 67 up here. Making plays as an offensive lineman. Again, I would not be surprised at all if Georgia Tech is able to add a ton of offensive linemen in the next, class year, 2025, 2026, in the future, right? These offensive linemen are X factors for what they try to do, and that's how most teams are, but you could tell it's relevant here in Georgia Tech. Now, the one thing I love about Georgia Tech is how crafty they are offensively. This is the type of thing where, if you play the college football video game, this is the offense that you kind of want to run if you have one of those scrambling quarterbacks that can make some throws here and there, but it is just so unique. Again, gonna have this fake jet sweep, and then you're gonna have a fake toss out here to the running back, and then just a power up the middle by the QB. These are the things that make college football so fun to watch. Boom, fake jet sweep, get all these guys rotating to the right side, and then boom, now you have one guy to be to the outside. Let me fake pass it out to the running back, and then boom, get a nice little chunk first down here, almost into the end zone as well. Could have even been a touchdown. And then you go to the next play. Again, have this jet motion here with the new quarterback into the game. Boom, fake the jet, get these guys, second level defenders rotating to the right side. I mean, right away, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys all trying to get onto the jet, and the quarterback is able just to keep it right up the middle. Again, they're so crafty, creative offensively. The offensive line, I love what Georgia Tech showcased in just their first game. Guys, quick disclaimer, if you want a part 2 to this video, like I can go and break down the defense if you want, but I wanted to specifically do the offense because I loved what I saw from Haynes King. But again, if you want a part 2, just comment down below part 2. Also, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering all of college football: Georgia Tech, Florida, Florida State, Auburn. I mean, we're going to be covering almost a ton of NCAA teams with some film breakdowns, so make sure you guys join the family. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video. I love this play here on 3rd and 5. We're going to get a simple mesh concept. This guy's going to go over, this guy's going to go under. We're going to get a little bit of a flap by the running back. This guy's going to come and do a curl over the middle. Now, this is specifically to break zone defenses, especially if you're able to manipulate the defense using your eyes as a quarterback, and this is where I think Haynes King does a really good job. So boom, first thing we're going to notice is linebackers are covering the middle of the field relatively well. We're going to see this DB linebacker fall. Boom. Okay, so what do we notice by the quarterback here? He's going to look at the running back, move the linebacker down just a little bit. Watch this. So boom, right here, looks at the running back, forces number 18 to drop down into his coverage, now leaving this open, right? Now this guy's going to not stop, but slow down into the zone. Haynes leads him up the field. Boom, beautiful catch, beautiful play, and a beautiful first down here for the offense. Again, man, they just were very efficient when they had the ball. And here we go again, another very creative play. I am obsessed with the way Georgia Tech plays football. So we're gonna get a pre-snap motion here by the tight end. We're actually going to look for a fake screen. Now again, you might be asking, well, why are we doing a fake screen? What does this do for us? Well, what that does is actually get a bunch of these guys to overcommit to that side of the field, when in reality, right, this is not something you want to throw because you have 2 blockers out here and 4 defenders, right? That is not going to work. But the plan here is to get some pulling tight ends, a pulling tackle, a pulling guard to this left side of the formation and just have a keeper with, you know, my boy Haynes King here. And he's so quick, so elusive with the ball in his hands. Such an underrated type of playmaker. And again, just a really good play, well designed, like that one as well. And the effort goes a long way for Haynes King on this play. Handoff to his running back. Watch him actually bounce to the outside. Once he's out of the play, realizes, okay, well, I can actually do something here to help my team. Let me actually go get into this pile and help push my guy here. And in reality, maybe he didn't do anything, but I guarantee you, just this little push by Haynes King and some of the other guys, yes, they did do something. They got a touchdown for their guys on 3rd and goal. You get stopped at the inch-yard mark. You have to go for it. Maybe you don't get a touchdown here, and maybe this is a reason why you don't win the game. Listen, although Haynes King didn't do anything crazy, he put his body on line. Let me go help my team. The work ethic, the mentality, the IQ of Haynes King has stood out to me the most. Even though he didn't throw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, right? He only threw for 193 with 0 touchdowns, 0 picks, right? But did contribute, or actually threw for 146 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, right? Although he didn't do much in that game, in that area of the game, he still was the X factor for this offense. Him and the running back Jamal Hayes, the offensive line. I mean, dude, these guys are just amazing. All right, here's another nice pass here by Haynes King. We're gonna get pre-snap motion here by this guy. You could tell he's gonna run a short route, leaving the middle, the intermediate part of the field at that right side open for this little corner route. Ball is out right as he's making that cut to the edge. Again, if I had the all 22 coaches film, this would probably be so much easier to do, but we saw that off coverage from the safety. At this point in time, you see that safety playing so deep back here. So again, we have that coverage, we have that inside leverage, right? If you get this ball out quick enough, which he does, beautiful throw, beautiful catch, right? Even getting hit, holds on to it. Again, another big time play by Haynes King and the wide receiver. Now, this was probably one of the biggest plays of the game late in the third quarter. 14-14, 3rd and 12. We're going to have kind of a levels concept here. It's going to look like they're running slants. They're going to cut back up and then run the levels concept here. You see them get up the field and then boom, cut over the middle. This one's going to be a little bit late because it's deeper down the field, but this is a huge play by Haynes King, right? We're going to recognize quick. He's going to look left, manipulate the defense, get number 10 there at the top of your screen to rotate to that left side of the field. Again, manipulating the defense with your eyes. This is things that NFL quarterbacks do, right? Sometimes you see it in college football, but you don't see it all the time. Boom. Now, he has those levels flashing over the middle. These are more of alerts, right? If something flashes open, you want to throw that ball. More of a 3-step drop here. Steps up, pressure coming right in his face. Does not hesitate at all, man. This is an NFL type of throw in his face. Beautiful, on the target, leads him, isn't behind him, isn't too much in front of him, is right on target. This is a NFL type of throw by Haynes King. And they end up getting a beautiful touchdown on it. Again, that jet sweep motion, getting guys to rotate to that right side of the field, opening up the middle, handing off it to Jamal Haynes. And again, gets skinny, gets up that middle, and fights in for a nice little easy touchdown, putting him up going into the 4th quarter. Massive. And then ultimately they let up a touchdown, they drive down the field, last possession of the game, run out all the time and set up their kicker for a game-winning opportunity. Missed a field goal a little bit earlier on in the game. They say, hey, we know you're going to get the game winner and we know you're going to hit it, giving them that confidence. Does get it close to that left bar, or left post I should say. But man, this was a great week 0 game. Georgia Tech getting an amazing win. Week 0, beautiful, man. 24-24 or 24-21. Man, this was a good one. Now, again, I wish I had the all 22 coaches film to make this so much more easier for you guys, but I don't. So we're going to have to do it like this probably for the majority of the season. If you want to follow my main channel, it's Matty Dubs. Has almost 111,000 subscribers over there, but just made this one. I'm ready to go all the way in on college football. Look for more Georgia Tech videos. And yeah, subscribe, join the family. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.